to the birds, and I figured I want to add three different things to my collection because I made art boxes to put my art in. So when I sell it, I can just put it on the table and people can look through it. And so I made different art. Even I made a box for just my scary art, the art that kind of scares people, right? But so I'm out in the backyard, and it's really it's warm. It's really warm here in Pennsylvania. Praise the Lord, it's nice. And let me adjust the cameras because they fell earlier. And so I'm on the three-way swivel. I'm on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Okay, so I don't know how many people are going to come on or how many people they will let come on, but I wanted to do, I'm going to start out today outside with my financial abundance boards. So I'm going to be having a collection of those boards so that way it ushers in positivity, abundance with the colors that I use. And I will be using green for abundance, financial abundance, which we all need. And I will be using I will be using black just for touches. And then I have the gold because we're gonna have gold because gold ushers in money, right? And the financial abundance that we all need. So I love this. I tell you the truth, I've been working with the Dollar Tree acrylic paint so much that I didn't realize. Like, look, this here, my neighbor gave me these paints and these acrylic paints, and I cannot believe how good these acrylic colors are. I'll tell you the truth, the different brands, this is a really good acrylic paint. It's real thick and sturdy, and I'm so used to using the Dollar Tree brand that it like when I use this, I couldn't believe this is the expensive kind, and when I use this, it's nice and thick and everything. So we're gonna start out with let me see if I can move back. Do you move back a little bit so you can actually see me? And so I'm gonna start out with I think I'm gonna start out by doing a little ashmere because it is so nice out, and I just want to start out with my beautiful stones and movement, and because it's so nice, everyone. And so there's nothing devilish on here. It's all positive energy, positive vibration through my movements, through my voice, through whatever I'm using. So just remember that. So I think I brought two stones, like, because when you're doing art outside, it takes a lot, everyone. It's, hi, Lisa. It takes a lot, and I don't have anyone helping me, so I'm here having to drag everything out. So I'm going to organize my rolly better, that I can just drag this all out like that. But setting up cameras and stuff, it's a whole nother story. You got to have a little table or this. It's a lot. So I had to I only grabbed a few things, but I grabbed a citron, just a citron gem. It's just very soothing and citron. And then I grabbed like two of the river stones from the Virginia River that my brother, that I got from my brother's pile of stones. So I grabbed that. And so I'm going to use that also. I'm just going to sit it down here. And so I just brought out, I'll be back on tonight at 8:30, but right now I'm going to be doing probably two of these for all of you. So come on, the beauty babe, and let's do this in beautiful, intuitive art. Hi, Dunce. Hi, how are you? And so I'm going to start out by, I'm going to lower these boards down nice and gentle. We don't want to do any rough movements because we're trying to be relaxing. And I got my stones here. So I think I'm going to start out with this stone. My brushes, I've already done two of my prosperity, albums and boards, just to see how the green looks for that comes out of the black hole instead of black. And it looks really good, but they're over there drying, so I will show you that later on. So let's get started with a little ashmere with my citron stone. And just like I said, it's all in the movement of the stone. We're outside. There is a hospital that is a few miles down the road. This is not the city you would think it is. This is actually more like the country, but there is a hospital down there. And you would think this is a city, how you hear the noise go up and down, but it's actually not, everyone. But so I'm just gonna take my citron over the stone and just relax everybody, just so we can get this. You know, you may not be able to hear it, I'm sorry, but it's just look at the movement of the citron. Hi, Mr. Duck, how are you? And so I'm just gonna take it. I forgot my oils to rub my oils, but all the blessings are pouring out on you and YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. I love all of you. And so just like I said, it's, you know, I wanted to talk about something also. Um, you know, when you never, everybody, when you're going through something, you got to think positive. Don't let people see you in no negative state of mind, okay? You're this positive vibration force, right? You're the go-getter, the mover, the shaker, right? And then I'm just gonna take, well, I have this, but I'm gonna usher in my one of my other favorite stones, right? And I'm just gonna go like this. Don't you hear the birds in the background? Think positive about yourself, everybody. And you know, I had a heck of a morning where, I mean, it was one situation after another with the Jeep, but I ain't feeling all that negative energy. I don't feel negative energy. I just let that negative energy go. Like you see up there, just let it go, everyone. Just when stuff happens and you feel like it's one thing after another, just like these river stones, just let it roll, because you don't want negative energy into your life. You can sit and stew all you want to and go, oh, this happened and that happened. Ain't got time for that, everybody. No, we're thinking positive. We're on a positive up note on here, and you can just hear the vibrations of these river stones. And I don't know if you can't, you can definitely hear the birds because they're always chirping. And so I'm just gonna get the little ashmere going with the stones. I love working with my stones because it's a very awakening, everyone. And I'm going to get a couple of swift movements going on here. And we're going to throw the negative energy up into the air. And then we're just throwing that negative energy from, it could be other people, any situation. We are throwing that out the door. We don't want it. We don't want people's negative bullshit. Hi, everybody. Thank you, honey. Thank you, Char. Thank you. And we're just going to throw that negative energy up, and then down we're going to bring in positive energy, right? So the negative out, the positivity in. The negative out, the positivity in. The negativity out, the positivity in. And then we'll just go like that. And just like I said, there's no situation, everybody, too big or too small that you can't get through. I'm just here to tell you, we all go through stuff. Doesn't matter, we all go through it. I don't care who you are. We're just at different levels of life, right? But we all go through something. YouTube, don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe. I thank you. And so I'm just gonna lower that down. And I'm just gonna bring, use my, just like I said, the brushes are all wet because I was working the brushes. But I'm just gonna go around here like this and take the energy from my citron and put it onto my stone. And hear that nice tapping, everybody. I don't care what anybody says, I love my ashmere because guess what? I'm here to tell you, everybody, a winner, a person that is a winner. It doesn't matter how much you make, even if you're sitting on a park bench wondering how you're going to survive the next day, guess what? A winner never gives up. A winner never tells somebody they're down. A winner always says, I'm up and I'm going higher. Remember that. Because when you tell people your problems, they love that, everyone. I'm here to tell you. Winners don't tell people their problems. Winners keep elevating. Winners keep pushing, moving, grooving, shocking, blocking, all that stuff. Winners go higher. You know, we don't know, winners don't, we think outside the box, right? Outside that comfort zone. We think outside that. A true winner is a person who is creative, never gives up, never gives up. It doesn't matter who you are, what you look like, what your standing is, how much money you make. If you're thinking outside that box of what they want you to think, you're a winner, everyone. I'm telling you, because you're beating to your own drum. Listen, I beat to my own drum every day. People can't figure me out. Even my own family can't even figure me out. I am God serious. My son actually named me the mysterious one. That's how bad it is. Now, my own child. He named me the mysterious one. He goes, Mom, you are the mysterious one. You got to have a cream. He named me a cream of mine, the mysterious one. No joke. So if my own son is naming that, you know I ain't playing over here, right? So, I always, even when I was a little girl, everyone, I'm no joke, I always thought outside the box of what everyone in my family did. I never conformed to no one. The richest people on earth are the people that conform to no one. Do you hear me? We are the people that think so far outside the box that hell people can't even figure us out. We are the winners. We're the movers and we are the shakers, because we're not conforming to what the masses do. When you conform to what the masses want you to do, that's when your soul dies. Remember that, everybody. That's when your soul dies. When you conform to what everybody else wants you to do for your life, that's when your soul dies. Absolutely not, right? We ain't doing that. We're winners, not losers. We are thinking directly outside that box, right? That's why I don't like too many square things, because I'm not in a square peg. I just hate some things that are square, because it's like you're in that conformity box of what they want you. Do you realize that the masses of life, they manipulate everyone's mind to thinking you have to eat that or else you can't survive. You can't think outside the box and eat anything else, because that's too, you're not conforming. Ain't nobody conforming here to nothing, right? And neither should you. Think completely outside the box of life, and look how far. I'm telling you. Don't give them everything to talk about you. Let them wonder how you're doing it, everyone. Let the people wonder what's going on with you, because you got a high vibration going on. You're smiling, you're laughing, you're moving, you're shaking, you're grooving, and people are trying to figure it out, right? Hey, I work for myself, and do I tell people? No, absolutely. I'm my own individual creativity person. I don't ask anybody for nothing. You can't do that, everyone. When you're moving and shaking and grooving, you tell nobody what you're making. That ain't none of their business. You just keep evolving on whatever social media platform, whatever you're doing, you just keep upgrading it over and over and putting the enemy in their place over and over, because you're not in a conformity box, are you? Absolutely not. You're right here. You're not in no conformity box. We're outside here, and we're thinking outside the realm of prosperity, of life, of good health. And, just like I said, everyone, as a little girl, I don't know how I done it. I think when a white light hit me at 7 years old, and I'm not joking you, everybody, I had a white light, and I was able to realize that I was not like everybody else on this earth. Because I didn't think like everybody else. I didn't move like everybody else. I didn't want to be like anybody else. I was such an visionary at such a young age that no one could figure me out, not even my mom. I talk too much for her. Hi, Noah. Well, I can hear. Right. Thank you, Noah. Noah, I hope you're feeling good, honey. Thank you, baby. I'll call you later. But so be your own kind of wonderful, everyone. Take life with gusto. It doesn't matter what situation you're in. You are the masterpiece of your life, right? And so you never let anyone else control your masterpiece, which is your life. You never do that. You stay directly in control and in line with your life, and never, ever, ever let anyone make you do anything you don't want to do. You stand firm, you stand strong, and you stand tough. You don't never let anybody take anything from your body that you don't want them to take, okay? Because this is a devilish, devious world out there. And, you know, there's some people that prey on people because they think they're nice, and that, no, 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 no. Show them what you're working with. Show them that they can't take advantage of you. Show them that they can't do nothing to you. Oh my God. Okay. I don't watch Harry Potter. I never even seen Harry Potter, but thank you. Oh well, the Tea Whisperer. I call myself the Tea Whisperer. Now Noah should know about Harry Potter. He knows Harry Potter. But you never do that, everybody. You gotta stand tall. You gotta stand strong. You gotta show people what you're working with, right? And you gotta show them the vibration that they cannot touch. They cannot manipulate. Because you're going higher, you're bouncing up, you're going higher. And I know people think this is hokey pokey. I don't care what people, do you think I sit here, everyone, and worry about what people think about my movements? I do my own thing here, okay? Ashmere goes so far out that everybody's Ashmere's different. And like me, I'm different. So listen, come on. We're vibrating and we're going higher, not lower. We're going higher, not lower. We are going higher, not lower. And so we're just going to twirl it around. And we're just going to get into the feng shui, everybody, of everything. And we're just going to move it around, move the stones around. And you know what? It may not make no damn sense, but guess what? It all is working, right? Because when we move in this vibrational pool, right, of up and down, but we're going up, not down. When the masses try to put you down, you're going to go, I'm up here, you know? So when you're right. Because we're climbing higher and higher and higher. Feel the vibrations of those river stones, everyone. Come on now. Come on. Thank you for coming on, everybody. And then I'm going to pull it out. Thank you, everyone, for coming on. Thank you. YouTube, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the like. Facebook and Instagram, thank you for your follows and your share and your likes. Thank you. And then you're just going to take it that way. And now I'm just going to swing it like this, because you know what? This is the happy swing, everybody. Come on. We're doing a happy swing. Like this is a happy dance. We're doing a happy swing, right? And we're just going to take it and we're just going to go like, there's just no, it's just the vibration of the wind, the birds. Come on, everybody. Feel this now. Come on. Who's all with me here? Come on. Now I'm just going to lower it down. And I'm just going to rock this back and forth around the board, because I want to get up. Hold on a second. We're going to do you want to do the board first? Go to hell. Okay. So someone is telling me to go to hell. So if you're telling me to go to hell, I think you've already been there if you're asking me to go with you, right? I don't think so. I don't think so. But thank you for that. Someone's telling me to go to hell. Oh, gee. You can't make this stuff up, everybody. People are honest to God nuts. And we see it all the time here. And there's nothing happy about these people. They're just evil. And they're thinking, I'm evil. There's nothing happy about them. They're coming on acting crazy. And then I'm just going to go like this. Because you know how I get my energy, everyone, on the board. Because that's how we see all faces and places and everything, right? Okay. So I'm going to put this down. And I'm going to pick up the board, because this is what I'm going to be working with. And see, this is why I don't even talk to some family members. And I mean, you know, I can't do it, everybody. My vibration is too much. I can't handle it. I can't handle negative energy out of anyone. I just cannot. I will not do it, and I absolutely don't put my mind there. and neither should you. So they could say, let them say what they want to say, and let the words fall out. Honestly. Okay, so now I'm going to lay it down. Now let's see what we're going to be making. Now here's the cup. And remember I told you to put the cup in the center with some art, so that way, now if you're working with this good paint, if you're working with Dollar Tree paint, you want to squish it in there. But when you're working with this real good acrylic paint basic, oh my gosh, this stuff is thick and on point. You don't need a lot. You see how thick and gooey that's coming out, everybody? That stuff, I never worked with this because I mean, it's expensive. My neighbors gave me this. So I got that, and I've already done some boards already. So you don't need much. Now, if this is Dollar Tree stuff you're working with, you're going to need a lot more. So we're going to just sit this down, and let me see if you can see me. I might have to hold this up. Facebook, can you see the board? Can everybody see the board? Me do the art? Okay, I think there you go. I might have to back up a little bit, everybody. I'm sorry. Everyone, you are my loves. I'm sorry. Let me back up so you can all see me. Let me get this. Can everyone see the board and see me? There you go. Okay, so I don't know what's going on. Okay, there you go. So now, just like I said, look how thick this is. Okay, I'm loving on this paint, everyone. It is expensive. I ain't fixing to tell you to buy it, but I'm just saying, if you want a good solid paint and try something different, my gosh, I think that's a lot of money. But this is thick. Look. So I can't imagine this could do this whole thing. Let's try it. So I'm just going to go around the board. Well, it's thick, but you know what I mean. And I've already have some, white on here. And this is going to be a prosperity abundance board. I'm going to make some of those and have an art box for the for usher in love, usher in money, abundance. It's almost like, you see, this lady was selling these money trees. Well, I'm gonna have like a board that ushers in the abundance, because when you look at green, it makes you want to get green. It makes you want to drive and determination to go after that green, right? When you see the color green, that's your financial talkings there. So I'm going to go around this board. I'm sorry that let me see if anybody can see it right now. I'm just going in this motion here, so there's nothing. I'm going to start tapping, and then I'm going to scoop it out, and I'm just going to tap around the can and start making some kind of design. And I'm just going to do the Johnny Depp pop and lock. I'm going to twist it as I'm going, and we're going to see what we're going to come up with. And we're going to use white. I think I have like an off-white, like a grayish white. And this is going to be good because I've already primed this brush. And so I'm going to put that down a minute. I've got some of this this grayish, this light gray, which I was watching this one channel, and this lady was here saying, oh, you don't use gray. Gray is so good. I love gray. Don't let anybody tell you what to use and what not to use. Now, I think I'm going to use put a little bit of this gray, since I'm outside and it's hard right now. I'm balancing everything on the chair. I'm going to put some of this gray in here. All right. And off to the side of it, I'm just going to squeeze a little bit of the green in, because I'm outside and it's hard for me to gauge everything by myself. So just give me 1 second, everyone, to just maneuver and grab everything. Hopefully this piece of art turns out good, because I'm here. I didn't even grab now I'm going to just add a little bit more green, because money sign is green, and look how beautiful, beautiful green that is. I want a car that color, or SUV or something. Look at that gorgeous green. Okay, so we're going to take that. Now I'm going to show you the cup. I have all my colors in there, and I just had to put it in there because we're not inside. So I'm going to kind of marinate them a little bit together, and I'm just going to do the twisting and up. And this is just, let's see what happens. Let's see what we come up with. And everyone, I was watching this kind of thing. Oh man, it was just craziness. Just guard your soul, everybody. Seriously, there's so much devil people out there doing crazy stuff. Just guard your soul. And so now I'm just going to tap into this and tap around the cup. And I'm going to actually do these little, I'm going to take this and I'm just going to do the chubby checker twist. And then I'm going to flatten it out. And then I'm just going to twist like a storm, like, you know. And I'm going to kind of twist the storm. And see, because it's like, you know, you're balling up your fist, getting that money. And so we want some of the board left out because it's going to bring the contrast. And we're just going to just tap around and even do a couple shapes to put in here. And we're just going to glide up. Now let me see if I have a different brush to use, everyone. And I'm going to kind of dig into the board with that. I'm going to take this brush. Now here's what we got so far. I don't know if you can see it. Let me hold it up. So far we got this, which it's beautiful. And it's like a daydreamy type of painting, but we're not done yet, everyone. It's very daydreamy. It's very light, but we're not even know we're done with this. I'm going to mix this up and I'm going to like do some lines on here. And I'm going to just take this brush up through here and kind of shimmer it down and shimmer it around, because we're ushering in these blessings. And with abstract art, you just do what you got to do. You know that, right? And you just tap and twist and you make it the most exotic piece. Feel the rhythm of whatever you're using. Feel that vibration, everyone. Feel that vibration. Feel it going up in. And I love that because when you can see that painting hum and you can feel that vibration, that's where you get the good art. And then I'm just going to just go like this and do these little twirls. I know it's outside and you probably can't even see it like inside, but I'm just spinning and twisting. Sorry I didn't come on last night, everybody. I just didn't feel like it. Because I get a little passionate about stuff and then people get all tight-fisted and stupid, and I can't stand stupidity, to be honest with you. You can't handle my energy, then get out my kitchen, right? So I'm just going around and making these prosperity, money, prosperity lines, and I'm going to tap in and usher in something. There was actually a face here, and I actually tapped it out by accident. I don't know what I was thinking, everyone. And then I'm just going to just go like this and tap around. And just tap down. I beat to my own drum. I don't sit and worry about what other people are doing. Now here's what we have here. Before I go and start adding and deleting, I'm going to come into this. Because we want that. Now look how beautiful. I don't even know if you can see how beautiful that is. It's very soft, it's very delicate, and it's the ushering in of your financial blessings. I'm going to be doing one with good health blessings, but we're not even done with this yet, everyone. We're not even done yet. We got a ways to go yet. Now, I'm going to actually add a little bit of black because we all want our finances to go into the black, not into the red. So I have to hold this here because this is rough doing this outside, and I love being outside, but it's a whole kind of setup. So I'm just going to take my brush and I'm just going to tap wherever my intuition wants us to go. I'm not even worried, because wherever my intuition says that this goes, it goes wherever my mind wants it to go. Okay. And we're leaving in, and we're just going up like this. And that's where I saw the face, up in this corner. But you know, here's the financial hook here. And it's going up to the board. And it's just going up to the board. Now look at this, everyone. I'm going to put a little bit more. Oh, so far we got this, but I'm going to come in and I'm just going to go like this. And I'm going to smush and swirl at the same time. Oh my God. I'm going to smush and swirl like that. I'm going to smush and swirl. Hold on a second. Okay. So now we're going to smush and swirl our way into a positive financial note because we added that black in there. And so this should be good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you it before I actually put these really chunky glitter pieces on here, because that's the gold that we need, right? So let's see what this is about. It's really intense looking. It's hard to see on camera, but it really, really pulls in something beautiful. It really does. It's really wild, and it really ties in something. And I might just do and add a little bit more to it. I don't know. I just think the black is like, let me just touch it up a minute. Let me grab something else. It's hard to see on camera because I'm gonna pop and lock some of this gray out here. Man, it's hard. I've got all kind of stuff here. I'm going to use this. And I'm going to just kind of go in like that. And kind of just scroll it out. See, Tina, don't worry about what people are doing. And this is the collage that we need, everyone. All right. I'm going to have a better finesse here. So we have this. Please forgive me when I have to bend down, because I got to bend down to get this groove. And so there's a little nook right there. So I'm going to bend down and I'm going to take that paint and I'm just going to go into that groove. And you'll see that. And those little hooks, you just twist around. I love this. This looks exotic. It looks wild. And I love it. It really just tells some kind of weird story. Boom. It goes on. So here's what this looks like. And just like I said, it's beautiful in person. I don't know if you could tell. It's just an explosion of wild stuff. I mean, that's just how my art is. You know, honey, how my art is. It's just a little wild. But look at it. It's so exotic. Let's look at it this way. It's very, very, very exotic. It's almost like you can see a face right here. Can anybody see a face right here? Look at this, everybody. Can you see that face? I don't know who the heck that is. That's craziness, right? Look at that. So you can see it right there or right here. It's just that explosion, right? And so that's this one. Which way did I say we could see it? So now I'm going to put the gold. I'm going to splash the gold on. Just a touch. I think I'm not even going to use the chunky stuff. I think with this one here, I'm going to use the fine gold. And we're just going to sprinkle that gold on. Because the gold is going to usher in. And we're just going to go around it. Not too hard, not too tight. Just going with the gold, because this is like a money board, right? Okay. So we have this. It's very beautiful. It's very exotic. That's all I can say with this one is it is very, very exotic. Very exotic. Look at that, everyone. It's like it is beyond exotic. I don't know if you see a face. Do you see a face? I see a few faces in this one. Hi, Richard. Hi, everybody. Hi, everyone. I see a few faces in this one. This is really wild. I think I see a face in the center here, And then I see a face here. Does anyone see that? Does anyone see this face here and here? That is insanity right there. So when I see the face, now this will go into like probably my scary art or something where people love the more deeper, morbid art, like the art that kind of moves you and scares you at the same time. A lot of my art does that, and it's not by purpose, everyone. It's just that that's just how it does. But look at that. That is a moving piece of art. I'm sorry if everyone can't. I hope everybody can see it. I'll back it up. I know. But that is really intense. And it's a rhythmic. There's so many faces on this board. It's almost damn near scaring me, everyone. This is actually scaring me. I see, let's see. There's so many faces. Can anybody point out all the faces? There's beyond a whole, there's like a million faces in this one big weird face. There's like a million faces in there. I see a face here, 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 here. Oh my goodness, this is like the board of many faces. Can anyone see that on YouTube? All the faces that are on this one? Everywhere, right? You got faces. Instagram, do you see anything? YouTube, do you see anything? Hi, Microwave, Lisa, how you doing? So we got this beautiful exotic piece of art here. I'm gonna let it down. I'm gonna rest it down onto the grass. And so it gets the vibration of the earth, okay? It is right there. And I'm gonna gently bring up the album. This is the album that we're gonna work with. It is fire and water free. Okay, that's who it was. So I'm gonna get my energy onto this album, because when I pour my energy onto these albums or onto the boards, it makes the most exotic art. And I mean, I love my art. I cannot wait to take it to New York sometime and display it, because it's so exotic. Only art lovers that get that grip, right? And can feel that vibration of how exotic my art is, I think they're the ones that get it, right? They're the ones that get it. They're the ones that go, wow, that is like insanity. That is intense. But you have to have that kind of, I guess, artsy eye to feel the vibration of what I'm doing. And a lot of you do, because you see all the faces and everything, right? Okay, so I'm just rubbing my aura onto this. I'm gonna actually, I love this citron stick, everyone. And I'm just gonna put my citron stick on here. The citron crystal, I love that, because it gives it that vibration from that. And we're just going to go in sync with the album, because that's how it is, and that's how you get the faces, everybody. Come on, YouTube. Don't you? YouTube, why do you always... I think YouTube is so afraid of the movements. That is incredible. Come on, YouTube. How do you afraid of stuff? Okay, everybody. So, remember, the art never dies. It's the artist who never shows their work. So remember that, everybody. So that's why I love showing my art and showing my work, because the art, if you never show your ability, how is anybody to know that your art even exists nor lives, right? So there you go. So I'm gonna take this. Now what we're gonna do is reverse osmosis, everybody. We are gonna take this board, and I am gonna use that green, and we're gonna douse it as the black hole on the album. Because you know how we usually do the black and then it comes out? Let me wipe my glasses off, because I don't know what. I think I'm gonna, I don't know, my eyes are so dry. I wish I could get contacts for them, but my eyes are so dry. That would even just hurt them. So, can't see my pretty brown eyes. All right, so let's see what's going on. So now I'm gonna take and ease up the cup, okay? We're gonna take the paint, the green, because it is really, oh, I don't wanna do too much. Don't wanna use too much of this good stuff. Got some good stuff going on there. And I'm gonna take this brush, and we are just gonna go to town with it and see, get all the gushy on here. Now I'm going to just sit that right over in the corner. I guess I'll sit it right here. And then I'm just going to work around this label. And I'm just going to just do the Johnny Depp pop and locks the whole ways around. So the Johnny Depp pop and lock, when you do that, you're twisting and it almost looks like you can create a wave, everyone. When you do that Johnny Depp pop and lock, right? Pop and twist, pop and lock. I love it. I just named it after Johnny Depp because he's such a phenomenal artist. But so I just name it the Johnny Depp pop and lock. Pop and lock. So now I'm going to keep that there. Well, you know what? I need to. And look at this already. We're creating drama already on this in a good way. So now we can take and put this where we want it. But we're going to create this beautiful pop and lock euphoric on this album. Euphoric, euphoria. Okay. Okay. So we're popping and locking around it. And we're eating up this paint, everybody. We're tearing that up. So I want you to see. Now I'm going to start moving in my textures. After the pop and lock, I'm going to start moving in my textures. Okay. So as you can see, excuse me, I've got a lot of texture on here. It almost looks like we got a face too. See, faces, I think because we're out in the beautiful sun, it's almost like we got a face behind there, isn't it? Faces are popping up, everyone. What is going on with this day? Faces are already popping up, and heck, I just got started. So we're going to work around what we perceive to see that it looks like kind of like a face. So we're going to lay that down, and we're going to work around that. I didn't see that at first. And so now we're going to take this. Sorry, everyone, that's my phone ringing. And we're going to get it. Look at this. We're going to use this. Okay. We're going to use that beautiful gray. I'm going to sit it here. Sorry. I'm going to Facebook and Instagram, if you can just please hold that gray for me, right? Now I'm going to take this gray, everyone, and I'm going to sit it somewhere. Now, since we know that we see a face on here, we're going to take the cup to the side. And I'm going to dip it in. And we're going to use this little one at first. And we're just going to do these little twists and turns with a little brush. We've never really taken a little brush to this level, remember? Not to the extent of the album. So I see, just like I said, we're going to take and we're going to just go like this and really, really dig in there. Really, really dig in there. Because we actually see, and as I'm working on this, I can actually see faces on inside there. So that's what we want to do. So we're going to tap and twist. Tap and twist. Tap and twist. And we're just making these faint lines until I go back in. We're just making these kind of twisty lines. Everybody can do this. It's so easy. All right. Made a couple blurred lines here. Now I'm going to go in with the fat head, and I'm just going to kind of like, I'm going to make some weird textures. And I don't want to touch that inside because I swear I see all these faces in there, and that's what we want to hold on to and touch on to. So we got that face, and we're just going to stay on that face, and we're not gonna do anything intense right there, but we're going to do the twist. So I'm going to put the paint right here. And as you can see, it's drying really, really quickly. It's really hot. So the paint is really, really drying really fast. So you're probably not even seeing all of what's going on because the paint is just drying so fast. So we're just going around here and we're just making these explosions by just popping that in. I'm glad it's drying so quickly, but gee whiz, give me a chance to do the art, right? Give me a chance to work the art before you dry on me. Oh my. And so we got this right here. And so let's see what we're working with before we go any further. Let's see what we're actually working with. Now, I don't know what we're working with here. Does anybody see anything in there? Hi. Hi, Chris. No. So does anyone see anything in there in the midst of all this? Does anyone see anything, everyone? We got like, this is wild and intense because it's almost like we've got this euphoric green crush, but then we got this kind of face in the center, right? It's weird. This is deep. This is beyond deep. I don't know, the last album for the day until tonight is pretty wild. Don't you think, everyone, this is pretty wild? We've got, you know, we did the pop and locks, but I'm going to just go like that. Because if I turn it, look, the face is right there. But if I turn it, let's see what happens. There's more. If I turn it, let's see what goes on. I think it's meant to be seen with that face going up. It's meant to be seen. Here comes the face. Here comes the sun. Do 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 do. Here comes the face, and I say it's alright. So now we got this face in between all this kind of exotic green. I can't figure that out. Can any of you? That's deep, isn't it? This is so deep. I tell you the truth. My art gets wilder and wilder and wilder, everyone. So I'm going to mark this exactly on the back. I always do 3 crosses on the back here. Just 3 little markings so I know actually where the faces are at. So this is really deep because out of nowhere we see this face that popped up. This is so wild and so euphoric. It's so deep that I can't even want to add anything else because it is just really weird. Very weird. Everybody's there you go. So it's really, really different. And that's how my art is. That's how my my abstract art is. It is very abstract and very arty. There you go. So that will end this session for the art. But everybody, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, YouTube. If you're going to bust me up over the head, then, hit the subscribe and bust me up over the head real good, okay? Because I am not, you can bust me up all you want to. There you go. So there. What does everyone think about this? So we have, should we put the gold? Oh, yes. I think with this one, this is so exotic. I think with this one, I'm going to throw in, to make it even more wild. This is already wild, right? To make it even more wild, I'm going to throw in the chunky flakes to make it more wild. We got to make this real wild. And I don't want to throw it in around the face. I'm just going to take and I'm just going to dump a little bit around, the edges of it. Nothing hard, nothing crazy. I'm just taking it and just dumping it very gently. As a matter of fact, you can't even hardly see. I didn't do too much. Hold on a second. I didn't do too much. So I'm taking it, I'm just kind of scraping, and I'm just kind of letting the wind take it and put it onto it. Look at this. So I didn't do it heavy with the gold. I just put the gold on a little bit. See? Just to give it enough do you see that? I just gave it a little not too much. Because you don't want to just dump it on when you see that weird face in that center. Everybody, a lot of people go, Tina, your art scares me or this and that. But here's the thing, everyone. I'm a godly woman. So, if you read the Bible and you know the Bible, right? Do you realize that the angels they look very, very, very scary? So, we could be looking at angels on these boards and thinking that it's something demonic, and it's not. Look in the Bible, read your Bible, and know that angels have 5 eyes. They're in circular motion, all kind of crazy stuff. But no, we think angels are these beautiful beings with wings, and you know, they have wings, but they have all different kind of eyes and weird stuff. So, you know, read your Bible. You don't know what this is. We don't know what this face is. This could be the face of Jesus, and we're judging, right? We can't do that. We can't. We got to stop judging and start having an open mind about things. So we could be looking at the face of Jesus here, everybody. Come on now, don't play with me. We're out here. Look at this. This is powerful. This just showed up out of nowhere. Showed up correct. See? On this beautiful, 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 beautiful Tuesday. And these are beautiful, and I love all of this. And so don't forget to stay tuned for tonight. You don't want to miss a thing. Let me take you back and show you the first piece while that sits there. And it's drying, so it might look not the greatest, but it's beautiful. And remember, this had all kind of faces on it. But it's drying, so it's really holding its zeal. And I really gave it a glitter bomb, right? So this is how it looks here. And we see beyond so many faces on here. This is a masterpiece within itself. We see so many faces that I can't even count. I mean, it's face after face after face, you know? This is just a face board. I'm serious. And there's boards where it's always faces upon faces, and you got to kind of wonder what that story is. And because I always tap into the vibration of space when I'm doing my art, when I'm doing my abstract art, and you got to kind of wonder where we're heading, because look at that. That's really deep, everyone. So we got 2 beautiful masterpieces. The faces are changing left and right. Look at this. This face is almost like it's laying down. Look at this. That could be the face of Jesus. Let's not judge, but look at that. So I thank you greatly for watching. Oh, as the sun's going down, and you can see this more better, everyone. It's beautiful. It really is. And then when you tilt it back, look, it kind of gives you all different kind of ways. And just like I said, this is holding. This looks beyond euphoric in person. This is real deep in person, everyone. This album is beyond deep in person. Very euphoric. Very the chunks of just light glitter on there. Wow. Give it that pop, 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 pop. What are we gonna do tonight? I wonder what kind of. We're gonna probably do ushering good health or love. We'll do something really, really good, right? So it'll be a good one, everyone. So stay tuned. The artist is going to get up out of here for now and get ready and do a couple little shorts. And I will see you tonight, Lord willing. You don't want to miss a thing, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming on with me. I love all yous. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss a thing here, right? And I love yous. Thank you. And do you hear the birds? Look at the birds. They're chirping. They're singing. It's incredible. One of these nights, I had a long extension cord. I mean, that would have to be a real long one. But one of these nights, I'm going to have all my lighting and do an evening one right outside here in the evening. So, right? So, see you then, everybody. Love you. Bye, Facebook. As Facebook ends. Okay. 1 moment. Post. Instagram. And we're sharing that. And let's get to YouTube. Obvious, and I'll see you then. You don't want to miss a thing, YouTube. I love yous. And just like I said, maybe some night once I get everything situated out here in the yard, I will do an evening one. I do have the big, you know, those O-rings or whatever, but that's a lot of cord. I have to drag it from way down here, way back in here. But hey, we'll make it happen somehow, right? So see you later. Bye.